Okay, let's be more specific. What were the exact diagnoses that you had for your injuries?
For my elbows, the first diagnose that I got was epicondylitis. Epicondylitis. I don't know how the exact saying. It's basically inflammation on the attachments of the tendon. It's also called golfer's elbow, tennis elbow. I had it on both sides. When you had it on the flexors, it's called golfer's elbow. And if you have it on the extensors, it's tennis elbows. At some point, I had it on both sides. So this was the worst part, that I couldn't grab anything. For my knees, my diagnose was osteoarthritis. It's degeneration of the cartilage of the joint. But the thing is that I had this pain since my basketball days, because I was jumping a lot, and always these coaches were telling us, don't go and play on a hard surface, but I wouldn't listen, So I had this pain in my knees since I was 18 or 19 years old. That was my diagnose, but the thing is that after the pain started spreading around my body, I wasn't sure that is this the exact diagnose, or is some kind of thing in general, like a disease or something that is causing all this pain on the tendons, because it stayed for so long and I couldn't, get rid of it.
Yeah, because this sounds like the initial diagnosis for the first problem, but then you had the second problem, which was the pain spreading around the body.
Yes, and all the time I wasn't sure if this was the right diagnosis, because, if you go to a traumatologist, he looks at the specific joint. So at some point I was going to different doctors and I was telling them, listen, I have pain here, I have pain there, and they were getting confused, So after that, if I go to traumatologist, I was just saying the problem which was causing me the most pain at the moment, because I didn't want to get them confused, But I was still doubtful of the diagnosis, because I wasn't sure. I was thinking that there is a problem in general that is causing the degeneration of the tendons or something like that, because usually if you stop working out, if you do some treatments, the tendonitis needs to go away.
What type of doctors and actually how many doctors did you visit?
I'll probably miss some doctors, but I visit more than 20 doctors, I think.
Wow, that's a lot of doctors.
First, traumatologist, they said you have epicondylitis on the elbows, you have the degeneration of the joints. But and since I think the surgeries didn't help, I started to going to different type of doctors. So the treatments that I did, as I said before, it was first it was general treatments, like just basic treatments, like a laser treatment, physiotherapy. Then I did plasma, plasma
infusions,
PRP. Yeah,
okay.
It's called.
Platelet-rich plasma.
Yeah, platelet-rich plasma, yeah. So they get the blood from your vein, they rotate it, and they put the plasma in the injured place. I did more than 20 of these things, yeah. It was something normal. For the knees, I'm still getting hyaluronic acid injections. They help for several months, and then you need to inject again. But I think from the last surgery, I have a bit improvement in my knees. What else? I went to I did probably the most expensive that I remember was stem cells.
Okay.
I did this in Belgium, and it costed probably like 11,000 euro.
For one treatment.
Yeah, so they got the stem cells from my back, from my spine, and they injected them in the places that hurt, that I have pain. Now I remember that they took so much blood from me that when I went to the hotel, I tried to get up from the bed, and I couldn't because I didn't have enough strength. I was going to pass out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but on the next day I was okay, but still no improvement. MRIs, I did more than 20 MRIs. So I remember in one hospital in Turkey, I did 4 MRIs for one day.
Wow, that's a lot.
Because they need to check both elbows and both knees, So I stayed for 2 hours in this this MRI thing. What else? I tried many non-traditional medicines.
So did you encounter any charlatans with the non-traditional medicine?
I don't know who's charlatan, maybe, or who's not, but there was a certain guy in the UK. I'm not sure if he was like a real doctor, He just put me for 8 hours on some machine, and it was just warming up the joints. I don't know if he was a charlatan. I didn't know what this thing is doing exactly.
Out of curiosity, from all those treatments, which you feel like helped you the most?
I think for tendonitis, laser treatments help, but then you get the pain back when you start to train. PRP also help for the joints, but then the pain come back again. I think the surgeries helped, but from the surgeries on my epicondyle, I lost strength in my grip. I lost size in my forearm. And the thing is that the pain it was exactly on the epicondyle, on the bone. It was gone because this is the place that they did the surgery. And but the pain through the forearm, it stayed there. So,
yeah, it remains there.
Yeah, it remains there.
Okay.
So what else? Well, this is the thing that I remember.
This is a lot of doctors, a lot of treatments. How many countries did you visit to get all of these treatments and operations?
Well, first I started in Bulgaria, local doctors. Then I went to, I think, Turkey. Then I went to Germany. Then to Belgium. Yeah, I think these are the countries that I visited. And you know what's the thing that I want to say about the doctors? The doctors, you pay them. And the doctor will never tell you, I don't know what's wrong with you. Because this means that he needs to, resign. I don't know. Like you paid him and he doesn't know what's wrong with you. Like it was just one doctor in Germany. And I asked, I was always asking doctors, have you seen a case like mine? He said, yes, if I have to be honest, I've seen cases like yours, but we don't know what's the cause of it. And I respect that, It's not like, because any other doctor will never tell you this. It's like going to a personal trainer and he says, I don't know how to make you fit.
Yeah. Instead of trying to take you money and telling you, okay, I know how to fix you, but then they actually don't.
No, the thing is that they've been studying for so many years, and I don't think their ego lets them say, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's your diagnose. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
And out of curiosity, do you have any idea how this came to be? Because there was a lot of speculation in the comment section about what caused all of this. But what's your opinion?
My opinion is, I didn't mention that, but when I was probably 18 years old, I was suffering from, I had strong acne, on my skin. So for that thing, I took medication which is called Accutane in the US and raw Accutane in Europe. So I did several courses with that thing, and this thing is it's very hard. It dries all of your body. I mean, your skin is just becoming so dry when you take it that it's peeling. And from this thing, I remember that when I was training and I was taking this thing, I had pain in the joints. So I was just stopping several exercises which were causing me pain when I was taking it. I think this medication is maybe the reason, or the taking of the medication with the combination of heavy weights and not good recovery. Because I was reading about this medication, and there are many people that are suing this company in the US because they had many side effects of this thing. And when you read the side effects list, it's it's long. It's also possible death.
Wow.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder whether you should take it or not.
Actually, when I took it, I was very happy because my acne was gone. This thing was very strong, and but I think the same way it made my skin dry, it made my joints and tendon dry. Something like this. This is how, at least, I explain. But I'm just guessing.
So you took this when you were 18, and then you had some pain while you were training, but then you stopped it. And probably the pain went away. But when you started training again later, then it reappeared, or what's the
No, the
timeline?
thing is that this thing you shouldn't take for more than once in your life. You just do 6 months of taking it, and then you need to stop. But me, when I saw that my skin was not so clear, I will do another cycle of this medication. I was just taking it. I didn't know that I don't need to take it more, And later, when I was speaking with dermatologists, she said, you need to take this medication just once in your life, otherwise it's not good,
It's too dangerous.
Yeah, it's too dangerous. I think even once, if you take it in your life, it's also dangerous. It causes birth. If women took it, it can cause birth defects, on the child. It has many side effects.
Yeah, that's good. So maybe a lot of the younger listeners that have acne for one reason or another might be more informed by this video.
I don't know if they prescribe it still, but actually this was the only thing that worked for acne. Yeah, if you have bad skin. But there's the thing. I got my knee problems before I was taking this medication. So this doubts me about, was it the medication or was it something else?
Maybe it's not the entire cause, but it influences and magnifies the problem, make it worse. So maybe it does have some effect, but not the full effect, and isn't the root cause of the issues.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is that it, in combination with heavy workouts, it damages the tendons and the joints. Because during the period of taking this medicine, I think not just the skin is dry, but the whole body is dry the same way.
Usually, doctors don't allow you to train when you take this medicine, and they still do prescribe it because I talked with the person yesterday.
In the prescription, it was in the list. It was said that you don't need to do hard exercise like professional sports. This you need to stop, but you know, it's me again. It's me, yeah. Yeah, so I think this was one of the.
That's interesting.
The cause.
Gives a good perspective to the viewers, and this is 5 years in the making. All of this, traveling to a lot of countries, paying for extremely expensive procedures, having a lot of MRIs. It makes me wonder, but probably also a lot of the viewers, how much did all of this cost?
Well, one day maybe 1 year ago, I kind of roughly calculated the costs, and it was something between $200,000 and $300,000 for with the traveling, with the treatments and everything. The total cost of my health issues so far.
So far?
Yeah, so far, because I still go to physiotherapy, you know. But now I'm taking more care of the recovery, because I think also one of my mistakes was that I was training very hard, but my recovery wasn't on that level.
Yeah, so now more of the story is you pay more attention to your recovery. And because you went through all of this, let me ask you one extra question. That is, what can you synthesize out of this experience that you can tell all the viewers, all of your fans? Because you saw in the comment section, a lot of people identify with your problems, and you've been through this, you have this wisdom now. So what would be your advice to everyone?
Yes, actually, I saw that many people had these comments that they had similar problems, especially with the tendons. I think we overuse our tendons, especially on the daily activities, like because we work too much with these phones. I think phones especially are very bad for the flexors and extenders of the wrist, because we overuse them with the phones by using our thumbs. So this is one cause. The other cause was overusing the mouse of the computer and the keyboard, because many guitar players, they have this problem because they overuse their fingers. Many people that do piano have this problem. So, but now in today's activities, all the people use our fingers more, not our bodies, because everything is online now. And my advice is just to, just take care of your body and listen to your body. And if you have problem, just go to physiotherapists. Just listen to your body. If you have just a small pain, just take care of it.
That's a great message, and not be too macho and don't admit to the pain, because one day it might be really a lot worse.
Yeah, but I forgot to tell you very important part. Like when at some point I was I was spending money like this and nothing helped. I was very depressed, and I read about a guy named John Sarno. He wrote some books. One of the books was called Healing Back Pain. It's I forgot some of the stuff now, but it basically tells you that all these chronic pains are connected to the brain. In some way, the brain makes you feel this pain, and you need to understand that the pain is connected to your mental health. So this, I think, is very important to me, because once I got out of the depression and I started to think more positive, and I started believing that mental health is connected to physical health, I started to feel better. Even though, I still have pain, I feel better. So I suggest to people that have chronic pain to read these books, and also first to try to fix their mental health. And I think, I don't know how it's connected exactly, but the way I'm thinking about it is that when you're feeling happy, you releases different chemicals from your brain than when you're depressed. And when you are depressed, you don't release these good chemicals that make you recover from the pain.
That's an excellent point on mental health.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people neglect that it might be connected to chronic pain.
Yeah,
so.
Because it's a vicious cycle. When you have so much pain and nothing helps, you feel depressed. But when you feel depressed, you don't recover.
And the pain gets worse.
And the pain gets worse. So it's a vicious cycle. But for me, once I started to feel a little bit better, I got my mental health back, and I got my confidence back. So this, I think, is very important, to get also your confidence back and to know who you are.